Yeah, and also with their teammates, I'm like, this is just my brother's teammates. Like, I'm like, I'm like, some of them I don't even acknowledge. Like, I know they're so good at basketball. I know they're so skilled, and kudos to them. But I'm just like, this is my brother's teammate. Like, yeah, I don't see them as anything else. And people are just like, your brother's on the team with him. Your brother's on the team with him. Or are they close? Are like, do they talk? Do they? I'm just like, I assume so. That's his teammate, but I don't know.
And I'm like, well, what do people expect when you're catching up with your brother? Why would all y'all talk about okay, so I have a list of notes. Like, do you hang out with, blah, blah, like, who does that? That's so weird. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Do I Know You? I'm so happy to see you. Are y'all happy to see me? Yes. Stop. Not too much. Wait, actually, though, can we take a second for me and these braids? Y'all, I got them done. It was a really traumatic experience. I actually talk about it in the interview, so I'm not going to say it now. You'll just have to watch. But they're kind of giving, I am Beyonce, Giselle knows Carter. Yeah. Y'all, I'm going to go see Beyonce this summer. Are you so excited for me? I'm so excited for me. But that's a topic for a different day. Yeah, y'all, these are my like Beyonce braids. I'm so excited. I just really love them. I feel like they bring out the glow. Anyways, we're not here for that. Although, on the topic of hair, I didn't even plan this. Oh my gosh, someone please sign me. Today we have a hair queen, not only because her hair is gorgeous, but she's a hair entrepreneur. She is a businesswoman. She is a star. She's an NBA sister, and her name is Dasjanae Melton. I'm so excited to welcome her on the show. Her brother is DeAnthony Melton, who plays for the Philadelphia 76ers, who are having an incredible playoff run right now. And so, yeah, perfect timing. I don't know when y'all are going to see this, but if it already passed, let that go. Forget about it. You didn't hear anything. What's a playoff? Period. But we just get into so much. We talk a little bit about entrepreneurship. We talk a lot about dumb things people say to us. We talk a lot about identity. And yeah, it's just the perfect mix. Obviously, I'm a little biased. I feel like Jimmy Fallon has nothing on me. James Corden has nothing on me. Ellen didn't have nothing on me. Drew Barrymore didn't have nothing on me. Because they don't have the guests that Do I Know You has. I just feel like our guests are really set apart. I cannot describe it any other way. They're so incredible, and Dasjanae is just an extension of that. So I'm so excited for y'all to get to know her. Please sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink, grab your favorite snack, and please welcome my girl, Dasjanae. Welcome back to Do I Know You, everyone. All right, y'all. So as you know, I love all my guests. I'm very honored to have all my guests. But I will say there's a special place in my heart for an NBA sister. I feel like we really get each other. So today is really exciting for me because I'm bringing on my new friend, Miss Dasjanae. So, hi, girl. So Dasjanae's brother is an NBA player. His name is DeAnthony Melton, and he plays for the 76ers. And y'all, so I don't know when this will come out, but at the time we're recording this, they're making a little playoff run right now, which is very exciting for them. I can't like root for you because, you know, we're like on opposite sides, but it's East and West. So maybe I can for the East.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just really wanted to bring her on to give y'all more insight into like our lives, but also the common ground we share, but most importantly, her identity apart from everything else. So Dasjanae, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be on here and to share our similarities and just also put some shine on ourselves as well. I'm excited. Thank
We
you.
deserve the spotlight, girl. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
I was telling you this, but I was texting you and I was just like, her energy is because I feel like we're probably similar. Like we're both high energy people, and sometimes it comes off as like too much for people. But
Yes.
I'm like, this is me. Sorry.
Yeah. Like get with it or go because it's me.
The train is moving. Get on or get off.
Yes. That part.
I'm so dead. How are you? How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. You know, my brother is again, since he's in the playoffs and I'm out here currently in Philadelphia, it's nice that he's winning. So it's very fun. But other than that, I've been good. I've just been working and also I have a business on the side. So I've been working on that. So everything has been going well.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. So I want to get into the business, but first, so your brother, how many years has he been in the league?
I actually have to think about it. I think it's like 4 to 5 because interestingly enough, he got drafted the year I graduated college, so 2018.
Oh,
So I think that's quick
who
math. I don't
knows? I
know.
don't know the math. I don't
No.
know.
Okay, that's going on 5 years. 5 years. Okay. So
That's
yeah, I would say
amazing.
this might be his fifth year. So yeah,
Incredible. And where'd you graduate from?
I graduated from Texas A&M.
Okay, period. Okay, I just learned this. Do y'all do this? Like the
I think that's like the Texas Longhorns or thing.
oh,
I think I don't know. We
okay,
don't
period.
really have one for Aggies. I'm like, not really. I don't think we have one, but I wish we did because I love when schools have like those little things. And
I
it's
know. Well,
yeah.
mine is so dumb. Like I went to Indiana
Oh,
University.
okay.
Yeah, and so we're like the Hoosiers. No one knows what a Hoosier is, but love my school anyways, period. But ours is like, ew, I don't even want to do it. I hate it. But it's basically like IU.
Uh-huh.
But no one's actually doing that on the street. Like you do
Okay.
that, you look so dumb. I wish we had like a little like, oh, like
Yes, right. That sounds so cute because it's like you could do that at your grad photos. You could do that at
yes.
basketball, football games, like everywhere. That would be so
Exactly.
cute.
Like imagine me and my I just graduated last year. So imagine me and my grad pics talking about like I'm not doing that.
Right, exactly. But congratulations on graduating.
Thank you, girl. Well, congratulations to you on your business. So y'all, I really want to get into first and most importantly Dasjanae's identity. And I think a central part of that, correct me if I'm wrong, but is probably your business, Divine Beauty Market. Put some respect on her name.
Yes, ma'am.
Period. So can you tell us about, first of all, just tell us like how it even came up? Like, did you always want to be a business owner? What did that look like for you?
So what's funny? I first off did not want to be a business owner. I don't want to say I did not want to be, but I didn't really see it in my vision. Like coming out of high school, my first thing or my first thought was to just go to college and get a degree and just work like a regular 9 to 5. So
Mm.
I went to college. I got a degree in sociology, and then I wanted to work with special needs kids. But along that way, I also for a lot of us Black women, our hair is also a part of us. It's not our full identity, right? But it's a big part of us. So I just wanted to also try to be a part of that community that can help Black women shop in peace, that
Mm.
can help Black women understand hair care products better and also provide them hair care products at ease, but not just like hair care products, it's kind of everything that embodies like being a woman. So whether that's like
Mm.
skincare, hair care products, nails, and even like little pieces of clothing and things like that. So this was around 2019. So I was 1 year out of college where I was just like, I think I want to open up a beauty supply store so I can show, women that look like us that we can own a business for one. And, we can be comfortable shopping in here.
Mm. I literally have so many thoughts on this. Okay. First of all, shout out to you for doing that because I I feel like all Black women talk about this. Like when I shouldn't say we. When I enter a beauty supply, 9.9999 out of 10 times, they're not owned by us. And
Talk about it. Yeah.
okay, let's talk about it. And I know you know, so you're clearly the
Yes.
expert here, but it's just like the Black woman's dollar. Oh, I'm about to go on my tangent. The Black woman's dollar is like the strongest in the country. So it's so sad to see us spending it. And like, it's not our fault. It's literally not our fault, but it's just like, wow, it's circulating like outside of our communities. Is that something that you were thinking about when you did this?
Yes, exactly. So it was also like a move for the community more so
Mm.
than just a move for me. Again, just being able to, like you said, Black women, we spend the most money on hair care products, on the beauty industry in general. So I just feel like
Mm.
if another Black woman or person of color owns it, that's helping to circulate also dollars within the community as well. So again, it
Mm.
wasn't just also always first thought, oh, I want to be a business owner. But once I saw like I don't even, yeah, this was even before the pandemic hit. So I can't even say this was like for the pandemic, but it was just like
Mm.
seeing again, like not a lot of us were owning beauty supply stores. Like you said, every beauty supply store I was going into was not owned by a Black person. And then
Mm.
I would literally have to Google a beauty supply store like that was Black owned, and I'm just like,
Wow.
this is too much. Like, I want to be a part of us taking back, our community and taking back the things that are literally us. So
Yes. That
yeah,
is
that's what
so
I
good. I was
think.
telling you before this, I was like on your website, like loading up my cart. And I love like it seems like there's a real like luxury piece to it and not with the prices, which I love. Like you're making luxury very accessible. Like y'all, she has like satin lined bonnets and all my black girls stand up. Like that's what
Yes.
we need for our scalp.
Exactly. Because I'm just like, I want it to be luxury, but I also want it to be affordable because I'm just like, I want it to be accessible for everybody, whether you're a high school student, college student, or you're in a corporate world or whatever you're doing. I want it to be accessible and just, we have to take care of our hair, whether even if we want it short or long or however it is, we just have to make sure we have some good satin and all that. So I want to make sure I'm providing it for people like us, not even just people like us. Satin material actually is used for anybody's hair. So,
Mm.
just providing that type of luxury experience, but at an affordable cost, and just also providing that comfort when you're shopping. Right now, although I know my business is just online, soon I will be getting a store. So yeah, it will be also like a comfort feeling also when you're coming into the store and shopping.
Oh wow. See, you thought about it all. Y'all,
Oh,
y'all got the exclusive here first. Do I know you got the exclusive? Her store is opening up. We're just waiting. We're just waiting on it. We're
yes,
ready.
that part. Look, coming soon, real soon.
I do have to say, your us talking about hair made me think about a very traumatizing experience that just happened to me this weekend that I just feel like I should share with you. So I'm like such a I'm like a braids girl typically, especially right now. It's about to be hot. So I was like,
That's
okay, I'm gonna go to the Africans because the Instagram girlies were just simply not doing it for me and they kept canceling. So I was like, let me do tried and true, girl, why did I go? And she had like three people on my hair, but like, they'd be in and out. So the main one that I booked, she's like mid braid, and there's like this little like it's really small in there, but there's like a little futon in front of me. Right here, she just goes, ugh, and lays down on the futon and takes a nap for
no, she
30 minutes.
didn't. No. And she was the last one working on your hair?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I would be like, girl, if you don't you don't get oh my god.
I
It's
literally was. I like wanted to take a pic, but her daughter was the one who was like kind of she was like cleaning up around me, and I didn't want to like put her mama on blast. So I
yes.
was like, I just have never even seen that. So all this to say, yeah, no one's seen this, but
Yeah.
all this to say, I love the idea of like a trustworthy, like a trustworthy Black woman owned brand. Like, not that you're about to do anyone's hair, but like just the whole hair industry is like traumatic for a lot of Black girls. So I love that you're just flipping the narrative.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And it's funny enough talking about our braids. I recently, because I just got my braids done last week, and I went to a braid salon, and I feel like it was like half Africans and half African Americans because I know
Mm.
it was two women working on my head, and I think one of them she told me she was from Nigeria. The other one actually she told me she was from I think like Trinidad. But like needless to say, this was my first time experiencing a braiding salon because I was like, I'm tired of the Instagram girlies too. I'm just like too many rules. The list is too long. Like, and it's only one person, so they're gonna take even longer. So I'm just like, no, let me try out the braid salon. And it was a pretty good experience. Like I was able to book the day before. I just
Oh.
did like hair included, like such a seamless experience. I didn't have to read nothing online. I didn't show up my hair blow dried. So it was so fun. I was just like, okay, I like this experience. I think I like the braiding salons. Like it was so fun, so good.
They look amazing. Your braids look amazing.
Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna keep these in all summer because, like you said, it's
You
getting
should.
hot.
As you should, because you're right, y'all. If you don't know what we're talking about, you must not be a Black girl. And that's totally fine. You're welcome here. But this specific conversation right now is for the girls that are reading the Instabraiders rules and they're like 10 scrolls and it's like hair must come pre-parted,
Mhm.
pre-detangled. Like, that's why I'm paying you.
Yes, like to do nothing at this point. Like, yeah, we're gonna leave you over
Exactly.
there for a little bit, just a little bit.
It's so traumatizing. Well, okay, I guess I'm curious to know how has this business, like, how has the grind been for you? Because obviously it is a grind. I was telling you before this, y'all, I really don't like the term small business. I get it. I totally get it. But I just feel like it almost diminishes the work that goes into it. Nothing about the like hours is small, the like emotional labor. Like, talk to us about that.
It's not, even though we're technically called a small business, or because of the amount of like revenue we bring in or the sales,
Mhm.
the labor that we put into the labor that we put into a business in general, specifically me, I would say I'm definitely clocking in more hours than my full-time job. Like that's
Wow.
yes, I feel like I'm working 7 days a week. If I'm not working on something on my laptop, like physically, I'm always brainstorming something, like, how I'm trying to get to the next level. Because especially when you feel like you are not at the place you want to be in the business, you
Mhm.
always are trying to brainstorm, like, how can I get up to the next level, or planning content. That's a big struggle for me. That part feels like I'm literally like the labor in that alone feels extensive.
Awful.
The- yes, like, oh my gosh, content planning, because it's
Mm.
not just like planning what pictures are going to go on what days. It's like planning out captions, and actually having to take that content, pictures or photos or videos. So I would say again, in all, it's just a lot of labor that goes into it. That's more than a full-time job of 40 hours a week. And it's really not a small business. Like, yeah, the name might be a small business, but the amount of time that goes into it really makes me feel like this is a corporation. This is a
Okay.
it is too much, but I love it at the same time, because it really, when you see even a little bit of growth that you're taking in it, then I'm like, okay, this is worth it. This is fun. Like, and then just being able to network with people like me, and just same experiences, and
Mm.
unfortunately same traumatic experiences.
Okay.
Sometimes it makes the labor okay.
Literally.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're literally speaking my language. I also work a corporate job, and like they go to lunch break and I go to my computer and I'm like, okay, do I know you? Like, blah, 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 blah. So like I get it. It's a lot.
Yes, it is so much, because it's like you want it to be like that, the big vision that you have for it. So it's just like on the go, on the go, on the go. And I'm just like,
Exactly. Exactly.
this
But
is
I do truly believe that like the reward is great now, but it's just going to be so much greater. Like when I have like my big stage and you have your stores, multiple
yeah.
and everything, we're just going to be like texting like, girl, do you remember when we were like grinding?
Oh my gosh, yes. And that is what I'm so excited for, to like just look back on those times where I'm just like, okay, I almost gave up here, low key. I'm not even gonna lie,
Wow.
but look where I am now. Like,
Yes.
store is nice and pretty, and I'm serving my community, and I'm giving back. Like, okay, yeah,
I
we
love
did
that. I
it.
love it. Well, let's circle back at the end of this interview. You can tell us where to shop and where to follow, but I want to transition a little bit. So the way Deja and I met is actually funny. So I posted this TikTok, y'all. You know, I just be talking. And I was talking about how people will send me Dre's highlights like often. Y'all, I love my brother to bits, love him down, but that's just not necessary. And she commented, she was like, OMG, like this is so relatable or something like that. And I was like, oh, my sister. So Dejanay, like tell me like what parts of that video like resonated with you? What's the common ground we have? I know there's a lot.
So the part that resonated with me the most is when you were just like, sometimes I just leave them on red. Like, you're like, sometimes I just do not respond, because sometimes that's the only way people will get the hint. It's just like, I love my brother. I love you even. Thank you. Like, you're whether it's a friend, a family friend, a cousin, I love you so much. But like, let's talk about you or me. Like, like literally. And sometimes people will even message you and they're not even saying hi, how are you? It's just like, yeah, I'm good. But yeah, I saw that highlight, because yes, I'm gonna watch the game. But when you said you left them all red again, I was just like, that's good.
Girl, you have to, because you're right. People don't take the hint. I just feel like playoff season is obviously like every player's favorite time of the year. But for me, it's like one of the worst, because that's when the texts go up. And like,
Oh,
I
yes.
just feel like, do you really think in your right mind, or maybe they're not in their right mind, maybe that would explain this, but do you really think in your right mind that you're the only one sending me this, or that you're the only one? Like, I have a whole talk show. You have a whole business. Let's talk about that. If you're not spending that card, or I don't know, giving me a view, we really don't have much to talk about right now.
Exactly. And it's like those same people who like they don't, like you said, they don't do any type of supporting of like you, not even like a like on no video, not follow, not anything, but like, oh hey, I saw your brother on this. Or like let it be something on social media, like if my brother has like did a little ad or
Mm.
did a little video, they're gonna send it to me. And I'm just like, you don't think my brother sent it to me? You don't think you saw that? But I'm just like, thank you so much. Like I yes. Okay.
You're so much nicer than I am. I feel like you're so sweet. I literally am just like, and I don't even have my red receipts on. I will turn them on just so they know that I saw it. And please stop contacting me. Like, please.
To channel that energy. Oh my gosh. Because yes, like a lot of people they will just send crazy things. Like all
Well,
the time.
my brother did a Subway commercial. I think it was, and it was playing like a lot during COVID or something. But it was a time when I was home and like on my phone a lot. I kid you not. I probably got, I'm not even exaggerating, probably 3 texts a day about it.
Oh,
If
probably
y'all
true.
are seeing this, you know, the queen of reality TV. I'm always watching a show. You know, I'm seeing it. Like, it's just too much. So I guess my question for you is, what is like the dumbest thing or question someone has asked you relating to him, or relating to like you being his sister, or like whatever?
What is the dumbest question? I would okay. I kind of feel bad saying this, but like a few people have literally like said asked me why do I work or like why do I want to like have my regular job and my side business, the beauty supply store. Like they're just like, why do you want to go so hard? Like I've had friends,
Mm,
family, you know, like extended family, like just not realize that like I'm my own person and I'm older than my brother. Like we're
mm.
close in age. I'm a year and a half older than him, but I'm just like I'm big sister, and I'm also have my own life. But yes, that is the dumbest question I feel like people could ask. Like, what do you mean? Why do I want my own money? Like, why would I not? And it's not just again, I'm sorry, it's not just about money, but it's just like, why would I not want to have my own accomplishments? I feel like that's a better way to put it. You know, just like graduating college was an amazing accomplishment. Also, I'm planning on going back to school to get my master's in business. So like that's gonna be another accomplishment. Thank you. And again, the
Oh,
beauty supply store, I want my own accomplishments, you know, like I want to impact the community in my own ways. So
a
that's
1000%. I That resonates so much, because even on like the TikTok I posted, you watched it. It was like a little 10-second thing about the highlights. That was it. And like I also, like I said, I work a corporate job. Like, even if I didn't, but whatever. All this to say, this girl commented and she was like, well, you know, this is really out of touch of you, because people would die to be in your position and be a millionaire. And girl, what? I
right.
never said I'm a millionaire. I'm eating ramen as I'm posting this. Like, please don't play with me. I just don't understand like people's expectation, I guess, for like, I don't know. Like, if you have someone in your family that makes money, especially a sibling, why would you expect, like, yeah, I get gifts, I get all that, but like, what,
Yeah.
your income? Please,
Right.
common sense.
Right. Like, because like my mom is always like, you can't please them all. Like, and this
Mm.
is a prime example because if we were siblings that did not work and like they just saw luxury things, they would say something. But it's like we work and I feel like we kind of show normalcy and they still say things like what can we do to please you guys? So it's just like, okay, we're just gonna let you guys say what you want, think what you think, and yeah.
A
We just have to move
thousand. That's
forward.
such a good point. You literally cannot win either way, so you might as well live a life for you. A
Yeah.
1000%. And I think it goes back to the whole reason I created the show is like, we've had to very carefully and like purposefully almost trailblaze our own path, forge our own identity, because I think people, the grass is always greener, right? So for a lot of people on the outside looking in, I think they feel like, oh, like it would be so nice if I had a brother that did this. Like I could just soak up his accomplishments. I could just name drop him. Girl, it's not even that.
Right.
It's literally not that. You would get so tired of being in a shadow. Like you don't want a life for your. I remember, so I was my school's commencement speaker when I graduated like last year, and it was like the same day as like a playoff game. It was like in May, and I will never forget. I was walking. This guy doesn't even know I heard him, but I was walking down like the carpet. Like I'd finished my speech. Like commencement was ending. And I felt great. I was like, period. I'm on top of the world. Like best moment of my life. And I just hear someone shout, Draymond Green. And I didn't even look because I was like, Jordan, this is your moment. Don't get out of it. This is your moment. And I just hear, why are you here if Draymond Green's your brother? It took everything in me to not be like that question is not even logical. It doesn't make, what am I supposed to do? Stay at home? What am I
Right.
supposed to do? Kick my,
Like,
no.
oh my God, that the fact that he would say that in that moment and to yell it out and think that was appropriate. Oh my gosh, that would, I know that had to aim like, ooh,
It did. It did. Luckily, I was on like literally a euphoric high that it truly like I didn't remember it for days. And then it like came back later. I was like, did that happen? But it also just speaks to their, and I hate to say it, but like their foresight. Like we can see so like beyond, like we have goals and visions. And like you're at your own graduation and you're thinking about someone's brother.
right.
I'm sorry, you're boring to me.
Wait, so it was someone who was also graduating with
Yes, girl, it
you?
was a
Oh my,
graduate.
oh my gosh, are you serious? Like, why do you have that much free time on your hands to like, because it also doesn't make you think like, okay, you have to Google my brother's like family. Like, I'm not saying like, you're not proud of your brother. Maybe once in a while you might wear like warriors gear,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
Googling, like, that's a little creepy.
It's so weird. Like, do you feel like have you been in situations where you can tell that people have like looked you and your family up?
Oh my gosh. So, this kind of happened to me like literally recently. I don't want to say creep me out because I also have to understand like, okay, you enjoy my like basketball. So, I have a business mailbox, like a business PO box. And one day I was checking it and I got like a letter in the mail and it had like two of my brother's NBA cards on it. Yeah. And then it had a letter attached and it was like, hi Dasjanae, I'm your brother's biggest fan. I love him. Can you have your brother sign this? And it like she was like, I want to be in the WNBA and NBA. And you could tell the writing kind of looked like a kid writing. Yeah, but it was creepy. But it's like
Oh.
because although I'm glad it wasn't my home address, it was my business address. And I understand I have a business page, but like my brother of course supports me, but I choose for him not to post my page. And so like he does not post my business page.
Yeah.
I think my name is not broadcasted a lot. And so I'm just like, you had to Google me. Like my name has an interesting spelling. Like
Yeah.
there's like really took me back and I'm just like, okay, like if you could find me that quick and you have my name, you have my business address, and again, I understand I have a business online, but I'm just like, I think you did a little bit of digging, like because I don't have Dasjanae Melton on any of like my things, so I'm just like, that was very creepy. And I'm like, okay, fans are
What?
serious. They are serious.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
it's crazy. It's crazy out here.
Girl, wild. I just like, okay, I get they're a kid, but somebody had to give that kid some stamps.
Yes.
So
Yes.
was the mama involved? Like, was the family involved? Like, and then
Right.
like, yes, I'm so happy it wasn't your home. Thank God that was never leaked or anything. But it's almost weird that it's your business.
Yes, exactly. And it's like, why? Why couldn't you just wait till you go to a game and meet him or
Yeah.
I don't know, comment on his Instagram post or something, but like to go through me, like, and I feel like some people have to really take a step back and think like you're invading like somebody's family's privacy, private space. So like they can be, how would I say, like more closed off to
Mm.
wanting to show their family to the public or wanting to now sign that card because like you went past that person you really want a signature from. You went to his family.
Okay, so I have a question for you. We've been talking a lot about like violations of privacy. What are the boundaries that you had to personally like set in place for you personally and for your business to where you were like, okay, he's him, but like this is my life. What can I do to protect me?
Yes. So for boundaries for my business to start off, I actually do not prefer for my brother to post my business. I know that sounds like very crazy, you know, 'cause I'm just
No.
like, some people are like, that could bring, you know, more people to see it. But I feel like right now, I want it to be people who come more naturally just based off of finding me, or yeah, just more similarities, like people who are actually interested, not because, oh, like that's his sister, or you know,
Yeah.
like, because also some people want to just look and not really support. So again, I want to, for one, not have my brother post my business, and then boundaries for myself personally. I feel like once I moved out of state for college, because I went to Texas A&M, and we're all from Los Angeles. That kind of in itself created the boundaries because I was navigating college in a whole nother state. I
Mm.
wasn't consumed with like my brother's basketball career like I was in high school. And because my brother went to college in Los Angeles, he went to USC. So if I was to like stay in California in Los Angeles, I would be so consumed with like his basketball games, and he plays summer league games. So just me being out of state for college, and then I stayed out of state after college, that created a great boundary because like I'm not hopping on a plane like, you know, 24/7. So, you know, I get to see them like once every couple of months, which I'm so blessed for that as well.
Mm.
And then again for the business, just like having him to not post it. So I feel so grateful that I took that leap of faith to attend university out of college just because I wanted like that college town experience, not even having to it had nothing to do with my brother, but in itself it still created that boundary that I do notice in this day and time. And I'm like, I really love that because again, I get to have my own identity. I get to be just navigating my young adulthood by myself and kind of not having to be my brother's like shadow, you know? So,
A
yeah.
thousand. I'm telling you, I feel like we're the same person because I truly like when I was,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
well,
so
when
sorry.
I
You
was
went to
looking at
Florida State, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So my brother went to Michigan State and that was like really high on my list.
Mhm.
And then I was like, I just like want my own thing. Like, and not even, I think it's important to note too, like, it's not like it's our brothers like casting the shadow. It's not them at
Mhm.
all. It's literally like the
Right.
projections of other people. And so
Yeah.
I just, so I just wanted to go somewhere and like make history myself and like, period. That's what I did at IU. That's what you did at your school. So
Yes.
it's really beautiful to see when that happens.
Exactly. And I love how you said it's not our brothers casting the shadow at all. Like my brother is so supportive of anything I do. My brother, he's everywhere, you know, anything like I'm having, whether that's my college graduation, of course, my high school graduation, but like
Yeah.
he's you know, he's gonna attend, he's gonna come see me. So yeah, I'm sure your brother is the same way, just like
Right.
very much there for us. And they don't cast a shadow and like, oh, you're so and so's younger sister, or
Yeah.
we're just their sister. We're just family.
Literally, because it's family. Like I've said this before on the show, but I just feel like people are so shocked, I think, when we don't have the fame filter on. Like to them, they're famous, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, this is literally like my annoying older brother. This is your annoying younger brother, your stinky younger brother, like whatever. Like it's not like it's not the thing that people make it out to be.
Yes,
Yeah,
literally.
totally.
Oh my gosh, like how you said, this is my annoying little brother, this is my annoying big brother. Like, and
It's about
also,
us.
yeah, and also with their teammates, I'm like, this is just my brother's teammates. Like, I'm like, I'm like, some of them I don't even acknowledge. Like, I know they're so good at basketball. I know they're so skilled, and kudos to them. But I'm just like, this is my brother's teammate. Like, yeah, I don't see them as anything else. And people are just like, your brother's on the team with him. Your brother's on the team with him. Or are they close? Are like, do they talk? Do they? I'm just like, I assume so. That's his teammate, but I don't know.
And I'm like,
But
well, what do people expect when you're catching up with your brother? Why would all y'all talk about be okay? So I have a list of notes. Like, do you hang out with blah, blah, like who does that? That's so weird.
literally, I'm just like, yeah, you guys have to put a little bit more common sense there, a little bit more, because I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes I wish I would ask them more rhetorical questions to see, like, would you ask your sibling this? But I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I'm gonna start doing what you do. I'm gonna leave more people on red. I'll leave a few, but I'm gonna start doing that more because that's a great answer.
You really should. It's so freeing for people to just acknowledge, like, oh, and you know what? Some people are socially aware. I'll give it to them and they'll be like, oh, okay, that might have been out of touch, like whatever. But some people, oh, you know, you left it on red, you forgot to respond. I can't help you. Yeah, people are
Really?
so bold, girl. You'll start to see it. They're
Oh
very bold.
my
They're very
gosh.
bold.
That is so crazy. And then another thing about like the boldness of people, like just when people ask for tickets, and I'm just like, especially like from friends of friends, or like, I'm just like, no, I don't play on the team. You don't know my brother personally. Like, if you want a ticket, you
You need
gotta
to
go
go to the
to
box
the
office.
rest
Yeah. You need to go to the
Yeah,
box office.
yes, literally. I'm just like, I can't help you there. I really can't. But I guess I love that you tried
Yeah,
it.
no, literally. I admire your persistence. I agree. It's a really tough thing. I feel like I got it a lot in high school and in college. And, like there's no playbook for like what to say and what not to say, right? Like you're kind of just navigating the space with like the information you have at the time and just like working from there. So I think when I was younger, I probably annoyed my brother because I was like, hey, like this person wants to take it, because I felt bad. Like I just didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. And
Yeah.
he would either leave me on red, period, to let me know, Jordan, quit asking me that. Or he'd be like, no, like if it's you, like, okay, but like, no. So,
Yeah.
and that, like, I feel like as I got older, obviously I'm like, wait, that's so crazy. But I was literally like 16 years old. Like I had
Oh
no
yeah.
idea what was going on. And so it really does put us in like a really awkward position when people ask that. Cause well, now I'm just like, you need to DM him, or you need to go to the
Yes.
box office yourself. I'm sorry. Why would I have any
Yes.
control over that? It's a grown man.
Exactly. Like, and it's just no. They're like, especially if you're a friend. Like, yeah, no,
I
no. Tickets are
know.
expensive. Like, oh my gosh. But I understand if like you said, like being in high school too, I'm sure a lot of people will kind of always ask you for tickets. And that's
Girl.
hard to kind of navigate through high school because you're stuck like in those four walls. It's not like in college where you can go off campus but
Exactly.
that's
And that was
tough.
when they were playing like the Cavs, I think like 4 times or like 3 times or something. It was like while I was in high school. So I was like, this, and
Okay.
I went to school in Ohio. So everyone was like, oh, it's a quick drive. Like, I know, like, see you there. Like, it wasn't even like that.
Oh my gosh. And wait, so Ohio, you went to high school, or Ohio, that was where your college was?
Sorry, Ohio, I went to high school. Yeah. I like grew
Okay.
up mostly in Ohio. Yeah, yeah. So it's just it wasn't the vibe. But we live and we learn. We live and we learn. I guess a follow-up question to that is like friendships. So we talked a little bit about like boundaries, and like you can kind of sense when people are trying to use you for your brother, for even like not even him, but sometimes it's just like, oh, I know that person. Like just being able to say that for some people is like enough for them, which get a hobby. But all that to say, like,
Yes.
how have you kind of built in a radar for like, okay, this person might be trying to use me, or this person's genuine, relationships, like all that?
Yes, and it's so funny that you brought up friendship because I was literally just thinking that like a couple of seconds ago, and I was kind of gonna bring that up.
Oh,
But with friendships, yes, okay, so for me, since I'm like, yeah, I like basketball, I know the sport of basketball, but I'm mainly just in it for my brother, right? So I've been able to find a good amount of friends that are not sports people. And that has been amazing for me. Like, and a lot of them too, I have been friends with them since the end of high school. So they also are like long-term friends. But I feel like that's the number one thing. But when I do encounter like kind of newer friends, and I also notice that like they might like basketball, a lot of them seem to kind of just tell on themselves, like, oh, like, oh, like, what yeah, I have some people they'll just always bring up my brother, even though the friendship was literally just built off of me and them. And then it's just like, if it's not bringing up my brother, it's just bringing up like a basketball game, or especially when it comes to bringing up my brother, they'll just always be like, oh, I just saw your brother play against this team, and I'm just like, Mike, I don't know. But yeah, well, that's when I really notice, like when it's just always about my brother, but I'm just like, you never ask how I'm doing, and we are friends. But
no.
yeah, navigating friendships, I just kind of let the people tell on themselves, but really finding friends that unfortunately aren't that into basketball has been pretty
I
good.
love that. That's literally the answer for real, because
Yeah.
I think it's so funny. Like I did like theater in high school, and so no theater kids checking for sports.
Right.
And I remember people in high school, they were like I would like post my brother, like I was proud or like whatever. And they'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know who he is. I'm like, why would I be offended by that? That's not
Right.
like cool.
I
Like
love
it honestly makes
that.
it better for me.
Yes, I love that because I'm just like, once you know the questions and the way it seems to be, you seem to be treated, it really feels different. So
Yes.
I'm still happy that my friends are like, I can care less about basketball. Like
Yes.
it's so amazing. But yeah, again, those friends that you start to notice care too much or telling you simple things like, oh, I just saw your brother playing this, or oh, I'm at the Clippers versus 76ers game. Like, okay. Like,
I
yeah.
still get those texts to this day. And if it's like, okay, I do think it's like, if it's people my age, I'm like, ugh. But sometimes it's like parents of like my friends and stuff. And like I can tell like it's exciting for them. So I'll like respond. So I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, like you're cute. But
Yeah.
most times, like, or it's just like, why are you telling me that you saw them play? There's like 80 whatever games in a year. You could text me that 80 separate times. You think I want to hear that? And it's like,
Yeah.
it's just so annoying. Sorry, I'm like, this is like therapy. It's like so
Oh, yeah.
annoying because it doesn't even need to be as big of a deal as it is. And like,
Ever.
it's not to us, but because people make it that way, it has to be addressed, you know?
Yes. And you know what I feel like really is more appropriate for people to do if they're going to go to a game of our brothers. And it seems like sometimes when people are texting us, maybe they're there in a little bit of support of our brothers, maybe not, I don't know. But like
Yeah.
maybe just post a picture on your story and put our brother in it, and then we see it on Instagram, we want to interact, we'll interact and put a heart like, okay, yeah, that's still my brother and I'm seeing him on your post. But like to text me, for me too, like sometimes even if it's like the people my age or like the older people, I'm just like, okay. It's
Like,
just
I'm
like,
doing great. Thank you.
yeah, exactly. I think that's the main thing. So it's just
Yeah.
like, but again, if it's like a close friend, like I had a friend recently, she was like on a date and she went to like the Lakers versus 76ers game. She's like,
Mm.
hey girl, like I'm here at the Sixers game. She's like, I guess she's not really a basketball person. So she's like, oh, I didn't know your brother is like now in the Sixers. Are you here at the game? Because it was most of my family lives in Los Angeles, and
Right.
so I'm like, okay, that's an appropriate thing as well. Like, I'm
Totally.
sure, yeah, like, other people, they're just like, they just, yeah, you get, you get what
I get it, girl. I get it.
yes,
Oh
totally. So
my
yeah, I'm so
gosh.
glad we're talking. This is amazing.
No, literally, you have my number forever. So if you just need to be like, girl, you will never believe what text I got. Like I be doing that all the time. So we're sisters for life now. But I guess in like wrapping up, you've just done such a beautiful job of like really drawing boundaries and like owning who you are, where you're at with your business and personally. Do you have any advice for other people who are struggling to kind of claim their identity in like a similar way?
Yeah, so I would say a little bit of tips is again just to first how you brought up boundaries. You need to
Mm.
set some boundaries, and I know it's sometimes hard to figure out what those boundaries are, but that's why we have trial and error. You need to play around with it, and I think also people have to ask themselves, do they really want to create their own identity? Because unfortunately, some people may be okay with being in the shadow of somebody else, but the first question again is just identifying: do you want to have your identity? Setting those boundaries and really just going through with it and living life for you. Like I know these things are easier said than done, but it's possible. And just really making sure you want to do things for yourself and not just because like, oh,
Yes.
I'm so and so's sister, I'm this related to this person. But
Right.
those are all my tips. Again, I know it's easier said than done, but you really have to set those boundaries.
I love it. I literally love it so much. And I truly feel like I just got out of therapy. My real therapy appointment's tomorrow. I'm about to cancel that because this was just so therapeutic. So I want everyone to support you. I feel like they learned so much from you. I know I did. So where can we support you? Where can we shop? Give us all the details.
Yes, ma'am. So you can catch me on Instagram, on TikTok at Divine Beauty Market, and also you can catch me on my website at divinebeautymarket.com and shop some satin bonnets and some hair care supplies. And then also we're going to have two stores coming soon. First, we're going to open a location in Houston and then in Los Angeles. So you can find me in all those places.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. This is so huge. This is huge. And when I come, I've never been to Houston, but when I know it's crazy. I've been to like Dallas and Austin. I've never been to Houston.
And you've been to Dallas and Austin and
I
not
know. And
Houston?
I love Beyonce, so I'm like really doing her a disservice.
Girl, you have to come. And now you know me out there, you literally have to come.
I'm
Like,
gonna
oh
let
my
you
God.
know for real, and I'm gonna help you with the store. I'll like come, I'll lay bricks, I'll do whatever I have to do. Like, I'm rooting for you so hard. I cannot thank you enough for coming on. This was amazing.
Thank you so much for having me. And now we have built a forever friendship, and I'm so excited.
Y'all are they're just like having to watch us freak out. Sorry, y'all. We'll wrap it
It's
here,
real.
but yeah, literally. We'll wrap it here. But hopefully you all learned so much from Dasjanae. She's incredible. Go back and rewind and rewind and rewind and share, and make sure you shop Divine Beauty Market. We will see you soon. Mwah.
Yes. Bye.
Y'all, my girl for real. Isn't she so sweet? I feel like her spirit just exudes like sweetness in like the best way. She's so kind. She's so generous. I mean, y'all, people are really trying to play her in her face, asking for tickets and stuff, and she meets them with kindness. That's how I need to be. I guess I inspired her with the blocking or like leaving people on red, but she actually is inspiring me with meeting people with kindness and grace. She's so determined. She's going to make her dreams of having multiple stores happen. It's going to happen. If y'all are in Houston or in LA, stay tuned. But yeah, I really appreciate her for coming on and giving us her wisdom. I think it's also interesting that she's an older sister, right? Because there comes different dynamics with that than me being a younger sister. And so, yeah, y'all, I said at the beginning, I'll say it again. We have the best guests over here. But I hope you loved her. Dasjanae, thank you again for coming on My Girl for Life, period. So with that, make sure y'all go back and watch the other interviews because I'm going to keep putting more stuff out. And like, comment, subscribe, share. I actually don't know. I'm not going to lie. People on YouTube always say like, comment, and subscribe. So I'm going to say that. But I don't really know what that does in terms of liking. But you should do it anyways. If you like it, then like it. But thank you all so much for your support. Seriously, it means the world to me. And the benefit to y'all being here at the inception means that when I have my big stage, all of you have backstage passes. I mean, it's just what we're doing. This is a partnership. So thank you all seriously so much. I will see you next week for another interview with an incredible, incredible person. So with that, cheers to you. Mwah, and I'll see you soon. Okay, y'all, pause. We had technical difficulties. This is real life. Sorry. Like, y'all want us to be fake. This is very real life. So we're back though.